Hello, beloveds. Today I wanted to talk about the earth, our connection to it, our connection to our womb, our connection to our yonis, and the ancient fertility rites, their purpose, and the way that our ancestors, our lineages use these fertility rites to be in direct relationship with the Great Mother of the Earth. And bring balance into the realms. So one of the transmissions that I've been really receiving is how our ancient practices, pre-patriarchal practices, really were in direct relationship with the earth and the earth wisdom and the earth beings, right? The earth energies, the earth spirits. And the way these practices were done were different from lineage to lineage to lineage. So there was no one way to be in relationship and be in practice with the earth. However, the common thread between all of these practices all over the world was the acknowledgement that our physical forms were a direct replication of the earth form, of the divine form, and that we hold the power, we hold the energies to be in direct relationship to creation, to disillusionment, to death, right? And that it came through these fertility rituals that were practiced. And so the fertility rituals, right, they varied, but the common thread was the fertility of the womb being a direct representation of the fertility of the earth, right? And so honoring the sanctum of the womb, honoring the sanctum of the yoni, and knowing that the yoni, the womb, the heart were fertile grounds of creation, right? It's the heart womb connection that brings about the abundance, that brings about the manifestation, that brings about the fertility that we so are seeking in our modern lives but are so disconnected from. And our ancient ancestors knew how to be in this relationship. And so the priestess practices would be to be in direct communion with the earth, being in sacred relationship through dance, through song, through ritual, ceremony, reverence, in direct relationship with the earth, offering their womb up, right? Offering their yoni up, allowing that eroticism of the earth to travel through the body, right? To fertilize the womb, to fertilize the yoni, right? And in reciprocity, allowing that energy to move through the body back into the earth, that erotic energy to move back through the body into the earth to fertilize the earth, right? And this was what the fertility rituals were before they became inverted by patriarchal energies that then wanted to co-opt the womb, that wanted to co-opt this creation space for their own self-interests versus the initial original fertility rituals that were about bringing balance into all the realms, in this realm and in other realms. And when the patriarchal energies came through and started co-opting the womb mysteries, started co-opting and inverting the fertility rituals, they started using the womb and the body, the female body and the womb, as a place of placing their own seed to grow their own lineages, forgetting, erasing, inverting that our lineage comes from the earth and the stars. That's where our lineage comes from, right? We have human ancestors, but we also have non-human ancestors. Our lineages do not come from a male figurehead. And that's what patriarchy started shifting. As they took over the fertility rituals, as they took over the womb mysteries, and inverted these energies for their own cause. And so the fertility goddesses, if you look across pretty much every culture on earth, a lot of the fertility goddesses became also war goddesses that then were made. Offerings were made to these goddesses that were fertility and war goddesses. I'm thinking of specifically, for instance, Anahita. I'm thinking of Ishtar. I'm thinking of these ancient Mesopotamian, West Asian goddesses, right? That their energies then started to become inverted and used. And so instead of the blood rites of giving the blood offering of the womb through the yoni directly into the earth, which was part of the fertility rituals that were part of the womb mysteries, it started to turn into the inversion of war and the sacrifice of human life and offering of the human blood through the sacrifice of life to the earth, which continue to invert these energies. And so fast forward today where we are, and we see that through the obsession of war, of control, right? It's twofold. It's to control the land and to invert the offerings, to invert the rituals, and offer human sacrifice, human blood to the earth, right? Which creates imbalance. This creates imbalance. This creates disharmony. This separates us from our deep knowing, our deep knowledge of who we are, why we're here, and our connection to the earth, to the stars, to all the energies around us. And so we start to think that we're alone, that humans are superior, right? Which is supremacy. Human supremacy is at the heart, the predatory energies. And so we're being called back to reclaim these rights, right? And not reclaim them in the inversion of New Age spiritualism, which is part of these predatory energies. And I'll do another talk about that. But to reclaim them through rooting into our lineages, through rooting into remembering, recalling, and bringing forth the ancient practices and adapting them to how we can work with them, utilize them, and bring them forth into embodiment now, right? So when we talk about bringing back the ancient wisdoms, it's not exactly as how they were. It's about bringing them back and adapting them, embodying them, so that we can utilize those wisdoms and those teachings for us in this moment, in this pivotal moment in history or herstory, right? It's a rewriting of our relationship with the divine feminine. It's a rewriting of our relationship with the goddess, God, all. It's a rewriting of our relationship with the earth in reclaiming the truth of who we are. And part of that is remembering what the fertility rituals were, remembering what the womb mysteries were. Because it is through those portals that we are able to connect to the teachings, the wisdom, and the medicine that's meant for us as individuals, so that we can better serve our communities, our families, and the collective. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for receiving. And please like, subscribe, share,